born an athlete, you'll die an athlete. It's in your DNA.
You're an athlete. Live like an athlete so that you can be successful in life.
You're an athlete. Live like it.
ANA, America needs athletes. Welcome, athletes, into the gym closet for another episode. I'm here, as always, with Amber.
It's me.
Zach.
Hi.
And Dan.
Hi.
Hi.
No, we're just going to complete
We
opposite.
really have to. Yeah, we have to work
Well,
on
do we
those
each do
intros.
the signature ones? Should we all claim a signature
What we need is like a
one, or-
pre-recorded intro. We need
We
a
can do that.
pre-recorded one.
What a lot of people will do is they'll do just the episodes, and then they'll come in just one person and do like the intro and ads. And so it'll be like, hey, on this episode we talk about da 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 da. Enjoy the episode. Da, da.
What I'm thinking is like a highlight video. We kind of
do.
already do have
Yeah,
that, but it's
so
only you
kinda
two.
do.
But whatever, it's fine. It's just the two of you. It's whatever though.
Is that the only ones on there now?
Yeah, it's fine.
I can't remember because
I
I've
don't care.
edited.
It's not fine.
I've edited that
The
down.
tone of his voice
No,
tells
we
me
do
that
need another
it's
one.
not fine.
But actually, so what we need to do is we need to have like clips from, because what that is that was clips from like the first 2 years of us doing the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And so we had audible clips and video clips of
Right.
all of us doing those.
Which I'm gonna do a Crave Girls podcast again. That was
Oh,
pretty
yeah, that
fun.
was a good one.
That was good.
And in
Wait, what?
here, you don't remember? They had
Crave takeover.
10
like a
girls?
women's takeover.
Oh my god, that sounds
10
terrible.
girls in the gym closet, and they were all just passing the mics around and just bullshitting, and they had like wine and made a night of it.
I don't think that we should do that. personally.
Pretty fun. We're doing it.
I like
Given
it.
the things that I heard about the last Crave Ladies event, I don't think that
Yeah.
we should do that.
Oh, we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Just limit the alcohol that's
Limit the
brought into
wine.
the gym
Definitely.
closet.
I'm not drinking.
Pass
for a
around
year.
water and protein shakes.
Yeah,
there
press
you
on
go.
protein shakes.
I
Yeah.
like it. I like it. So if this is your first time joining us, click subscribe, hit the bell so you can get new notifications whenever we release a new episode. If this is the first time joining us, thank you for joining us. The Gym Closet is a podcast about living like an athlete, the optimization of life, being a success, and why you live like an athlete. And so today we are going to bring it back and for any of you that are new, we've had a ton of new subscribers. We're up to 150 now, so that's pretty sweet.
nice.
Hopefully,
Wow.
Gained
hopefully we
one.
continue to jump up and keep those numbers climbing. But for all of you that have not been around for very long, today we're going to go over the 10 reasons why to train and live like an athlete. And so for me, the biggest thing that the meaning of living like an athlete is to have success, to be in a spot that you are both physically and mentally and emotionally able to be the best that you can be in life. And so the reason that we train like an athlete, we have 10 different reasons here, 10 benefits of training like an athlete. But the reason we live like an athlete is overall success in everything that we do. So number one is improved physical health. So that kind of comes along with it, or kind of should be the number one thing that you think about when you start training in general. But we're talking about physical health, being able to do things that, or continue to do things as you continue to go in life that athletes can do, and making sure that you're gaining strength, gaining muscle. You're able to, balance and work on agility and different movements, speed, and power, and all of the things that go into any physically being an athlete. Those are all important, and that's why we train how we do. And it really, if you think about it, the four elements of training that we work on are the four benefits that you get from training like an athlete. You get strength and power and gained muscle. You get agility and balance and speed and all that. You get striking, self-defense, and being able to beat up on the bag is a huge thing, and getting a little bit of that knowledge so you can defend yourself. But then endurance, having endurance, being able to run a little bit, being able to sustain and endure both physically and mentally. Number two is going to the mental side of things, enhanced mental health. So, and jump in anytime you guys have anything to talk about on any of it. But enhanced mental health and being able to, working out in general, we know enhances mental health and increases endorphins and clears your mind and gets you a whole bunch of mental increase hormones, all of those different things that are all beneficial to mental health. But that's the biggest thing for me. Like, just knowing, just when I don't work out, I mentally am in a worse spot. I just feel it.
Agreed.
Yeah, agreed.
It's one of those things that it's just those things. That the third thing that we're going to talk about is, or the third thing that I wanted to talk about is the increased confidence. Being an athlete and being able to do some of these things, compete on a in a competition during our training sessions, feeling how many athletes have you had that along with their physical transformation, their mental confidence and the way that they carry themselves has gone up so much, which can improve, at work and confidence in every aspect of life is such a big deal. And so that's a huge thing that we try to develop as as living like an athlete. Number 4 is greater discipline. So working on the discipline of training at a certain time, doing the drills that your coaches are telling you to do, making sure that you have the discipline to get in and do, whatever active rest day, whether that's take a walk or get in, stretch, do some of those different things on your off days too. But the discipline that you're setting yourself up for success is what training like an athlete is all about. The lack of discipline is going to really show in work and all of those things. And I think a lot of people, when they come to Krave and they start training like an athlete and they start increased confidence and all of that kind of stuff, the discipline of staying consistent with a workout schedule and nutrition, with if they're jumping in with a nutrition coach as well, all of those things with that discipline is so huge that and it's all rewarded. So when you get rewarded for something, the discipline pays off for sure. And that kind of goes into better time management. Is what number am I on? I didn't number these. 1,
5?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 6, better time management. So the athletic mindset, just like when we were in sports, I don't know if you guys feel this. All of us played sports at a high level, but like when we had practices set, or when we had something set to the point where like I would even wake up a couple hours before my alarm would go off in like a panic if I thought that I was ever like late for something, like leaving for the bus to go to the airport to go to a game or something. I'd be like, holy shit, and then I'd check my clock. But it's like that like time management and that just feeling you don't ever want to be late, and you just have that instinct to not want to be late. I think the other thing that living like an athlete did, and all of us played sports when we were going to school, is it creates that time management to, like, most kids in college and in high school a lot of times too can just go to school, do their homework, and hang out, Whereas like if you're doing your sports, now you're also doing 40 hours of your sport. Some people are working for 40 hours a week. I know you had a job on top of sports, which is crazy.
Chaos. 2 jobs.
Yeah, which is insane
Still
to me.
broke as a joke back in the day.
That's crazy to me.
We should go over the story of how you guys met sometime on the podcast.
We should.
That would be fun. Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I got beat up. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah, better time management. I think a lot of that is being, training like an athlete and being on time for team sessions, booking your team sessions. That permeates everything in life.
Tanner,
Yeah, I mean, if you do book your team sessions, not everybody does.
Right. Well, you
most
should.
people do. You're
You
supposed
should,
to, but
because
not everybody.
I mean what was number 5 is greater discipline. That would be something that would help with discipline.
That would help with discipline. You're right.
Very much so.
To book your sessions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then I got holy moly, do I have more than
7.
10?
11.
Nope. I got 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope. This is 6. I was off. So the last one was 5. Good call. But number 6 is stronger work ethic. This translates into your everyday job, but when you are being pushed by your teammates, when you're being pushed by your coach to work as hard as you can and get that next rep, I think that's a huge part of life, and being able to do something at work when it gets monotonous, or whatever the case might be. It's important to get to have not only discipline but the work ethic that goes along with.
To get your kids another fucking drink.
Right. That
of juice.
Again. Over
And over and over
and over, just for them to chug another one and then throw their sippy cup.
Because they're pissed.
Yep.
Vicious.
The number 7. No. Yep. Number 7 is improved focus. So a lot of this is focusing on your goals and being able to do something consistently to get results that you may not see the results. I think today's world is so
quick fix.
You have to see a result like right away to stick with something. And I think the training like an athlete, you're going to see performance increases. You're going to see weight composition benefits. You're going to see all this kind of stuff physically, but you're not going to see it after one training session. So you have to stay consistent at it, continue to grind, and focus on what the bigger picture is, and maybe making a sacrifice day one or today to benefit your overall goal.
Showing up with a positive attitude, do the testing day.
Yeah.
Because then you're going to see halfway through that you're going to be better, and then at the end you're going to be real good.
Right.
Yeah.
And focus on those results. I like that. Number 9, just a general thing that you get from exercise, but then also obviously training like an athlete, is better sleep. I sleep a lot better when I'm training and consistently and all of that. And I guess it's hard to tell because I've been able to be consistent training for so long that I haven't gone like several weeks without training to even evaluate my sleep otherwise. But it does help you sleep better. You're going to get into a deeper, better sleep when you're in that recovery mode and you're able to get that sleep versus, or when you're using that energy and all that kind of stuff throughout the day versus when you're not. And sleep is so important. So later episodes, we're going to kind of go over these just briefly today, but then we're going to kind of dive into different ones on a deeper level, I think, when we go into other episodes. But number 10 is increased energy. So it increases your energy levels throughout the day. So training like an athlete will help you have higher energy levels. It like we talked about a little bit, regulates hormones, gets you, and this is a lot of exercise in general, but working out like an athlete is training intensely, training for a goal and training for a purpose. And then that kind of, that takes your exercise kind of to the next level. So that's why we train like athletes. And yeah, just long-term health benefits is kind of the overall goal is, a lot of people are training, I think, like athletes with our demographic, your 25 to 35-year-old people are not necessarily looking for the health, quote unquote, benefits that some of the older demographic might be looking for. But for me, it's more about starting the habits that's going to benefit you for your entire life. And that's kind of the health benefit, the long-term health benefits, versus, someone turning 50 and realizing that, oh shit, I need to work on my health a little bit, and now I get into working out. Not saying that if you haven't started, and the only day you can start is today. So if you are that 50-year-old and you haven't done it yet, start now. But if you are that 25-year-old and you think that, oh, I still have a fast metabolism, I'm not worried about, health benefits with cancer, or, I'm not overweight yet, or any of that kind of stuff. That stuff will catch up to you. And if you haven't had a solid foundation and built the habits that are going to be beneficial when you get to that, it's a lot harder. And I've worked with a lot of people that are at the, second half of life, and they're starting their fitness journey in the second half of life. It's a lot harder for them than it is for someone to just continue from the habits that they had their entire life. Me personally, and I'm sure you guys are similar to this, it's very easy for me to work out.
Totally.
It's almost hard for me not to work out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's interesting because a lot of people that are just starting their fitness journey, it's really hard for me to work out. I don't know if I have enough time to work out in my life. That's just and I've talked about it before on the podcast. That's just a non-negotiable.
Yeah.
It doesn't not happen. There's never not time to work out, but it's all with all of us. It's all because of the fact that we've created these habits from growing up playing sports. We've seen the benefit of that, all the way into continuing to train like an athlete past sports. And so that it's one of those things that if it becomes second nature, and same thing with our nutrition, if it becomes second nature, it's so much easier. And it's actually very difficult to even make decisions on to not work out or to have a crazy eating. Now, don't get me wrong. Nutritionally, I will eat a crazy meal, but if I go if I try to go 3 to 5 days eating poorly and not hitting my macros and eating, and drinking and whatever, I feel terrible to the point where it's like,
You're ready to get back on it.
yeah, you like, and so again, those are habits that we've created to benefit us because our entire system is created to, if we don't do a certain thing, which is actually the beneficial thing, now we feel fucked up, So anything else you guys want to add to the reasons why we want to train like athletes?
Mm-mm.
No.
Nope.
Sweet.
You got it all.
Yeah.
Nailed it. Awesome. I think I had 11, maybe 12.
or
I don't know.
15.
I
or
just
I'm sure
something
it's
like that.
Yeah.
We'll just go with 10.
Yeah, it's going to be top 10. So we're going to, in the notes, it'll say top 10, and then we might have a 10
Plus 2.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
10 plus 2. I like that. But thank you for joining us for this episode. If you have any questions, please reach out, comment below for the algorithm, and ask any of us any of those questions. We do have a segment where we will be doing podcasts on, or episodes on, questions that you do come to us, either talk to us, talk to any of your coaches, or if you reach out down below and put a comment or a question in the comments, we'll answer that on a future podcast as well. So, anything else?
Nope.
Remember, you're an athlete. Live like it.
Born an athlete, you'll die an athlete. It's in your DNA.
Live like an athlete so that you can be successful in life.
You're an athlete. Live like it.
ANA, America needs athletes.